One love, God bless. Fire Nelson here, and today I'm here to talk to you about not giving up. You know, it sounds simple, like don't give up or keep going or keep pushing, but lots of times things don't look like they're going to work out. The situations don't look very bright. They don't look like it's going to, you know, be financially stable. And we get discouraged when we see or feel these things, and we think it's a sign that we should stop doing what we're doing. Well, sometimes that's right. Sometimes you're completely correct, and it is a sign to tell you to stop doing what you're doing, especially if it's not aligned with the Most High, especially if it's not aligned in the act of righteousness and you're just doing it, for money, or you're doing it just to, have some type of status. When truthfully, when we do things that are aligned with the Most High, we do things out of the goodness of our heart and the purity of our spirit, then more things tend to work out better for us. I also had to learn this lesson the hard way as well. It's not something that just comes naturally in this society at all. A lot of this, social media and influencers and things like this, they don't seem like they're doing things out of righteousness or caring about what other people think, and taking others into consideration, or even the Most High into consideration. So we get into this trap, into this mindset, and think, oh, why should we? Why shouldn't we just be selfish and greedy and, envious and jealous of these people, and want to be flashy and shiny like these people too? Right here, right now. These people are this age and they got these nice things and this nice car and all this and that, but I don't have it. So maybe I'm not cutthroat enough. Maybe I'm not greedy enough. Maybe I'm not, you know, cold-blooded enough. This is what people usually think and what we tend to get trapped into, you know? And I used to be trapped in this similar type of mindset. But truthfully, the things in life aren't for, you know, people to just hoard. Things in life aren't for people to just only have for themselves. And most of these people who do think in this type of mindset aren't very happy. It's a false happiness, it's a fleeting happiness, and they begin to understand, hopefully, lots of times it has to be like way later in their life when they're old, but they begin to understand that they have a pit that's not being filled. They have all this money and all these things and this perfect house and, the perfect life from the outside, but there's so much emotional disconnect in their life. There's so much spiritual disconnect, certainly in their life. And they don't understand why they always feel these feelings and can't get rid of these feelings of negativity and of not having enough and needing to do more, not being enough, always having to provide, or you're not enough. But truthfully, that is the trap of modern day success. When you think of it in a mindset of yourself, of selfishness, of worldly advice. But when we switch our mindset and switch it towards doing something out of service to others, out of the spirit of the Most High, out of true wisdom and understanding that we are all connected, and you're trying to help, you know, elevate people instead of just taking from people, then you'll start to see things more aligned. You'll start to see stuff in your business or in your goals and dreams start to align more just organically. It's not as such a hard process. There's a lot that can be done by just sitting and just radiating positive energy and letting that flow not only to you but to others. You're able to get a lot done that you maybe thought that you only could get done by forcefully making it happen, when instead you really just need to let go and let God, just like everybody always says, let go, let God, let go, let God. But what does that truly mean? It means let go and actually have faith about what you're doing, not just go about things by your own force, by your own nature. We have to realize that there's more power to us that's untapped usually than we even realize. And that's what letting go and letting God is. That's what never giving up is. And that's what aligning yourself and doing things out of the purity of your heart, out of wanting to elevate others and not just elevate yourself. You see, when we elevate ourselves, you're gonna get lots of blessings as well. People who do witchcraft and say prayers to the devil and things like this, they get, you know, these blessings as well too. These powerful energies um, also grant wishes as well. But they come with these negative side effects. They comes with, oh, I'm at the top and it's lonely at the top. These type of feelings because you've only helped yourself. You've only, fed that, demonic energy within you. Regardless of however great the goal was that you achieved, regardless of however big the dream and business was you were able to scale and achieve, if you're not doing it out of helping others, out of service to the Most High, then you're only doing it out of a harm to yourself, because you're going to put in all this work, going to put in all this effort, hurt all these people just to find yourself old and having so much material but feeling so empty within. So we need more people who aren't giving up. We need more people who take that time and are putting in the effort to align themselves with the Most High and start a company, start a business aligned with that type of energy, that type of vibration, uplifting people, not taking from people, not, just another job for people, but you're actually letting people be invited into your business, into your organization. Everything happens for a reason, and it's not the time to give up. You know, the time to give up is not now. If you're doing something that is aligned with the Most High, it's going to work out. You just have to keep going. There may be even a year, 2 years, 3 years that it just isn't working out, maybe even longer. But I'm telling you, if you align yourself with the Most High and keep on doing your prayers, keep on doing your meditations, keep on looking into your goals and into your businesses and seeing, okay, is this really something that I feel is morally and spiritually calling to me, or is just something that I just got indoctrinated from, media, that this would work if I do this, or, I think my business will boom if I cut these corners here and there and this and that. Or I think I'll get to my goal faster if I think in this type of way. When truthfully, you'll get there perfectly when you need to get there. When you align yourself, when you become spiritually open and receptive to the good that the Most High has to give you. So that takes what? Building your faith, building your trust, building your wisdom and knowledge about how the Most High works, reading different stories of people like David and Joseph and tons of stories in the Bible, Job, tons of stories in the Bible of people going through so much in their life, but staying faithful and seeing how abundantly blessed they are afterwards, seeing how abundantly wise they become from these struggles, from things looking and feeling like they just weren't going to work out. Right when things feel like they aren't going to work out is usually when they're about to work out, when they're about to manifest, when that dream and that goal is about to finally come true for you. Sometimes the toughest situations happen before. We have to keep pushing. If you're doing things and creating out of the purity of your heart and the spirit, out of the guidance of the Most High, you're taking that time to do prayer and meditation and find that guidance. You're taking time to read and learn more about yourself, whether it's through self-help or whether it's through actual sacred texts and spiritual wisdom. You're taking that time to dedicate yourself, not only to your business, but to growing yourself, then it's going to work. You have to keep going. Trust me. We need more people out there like you creating businesses and creating opportunities for others and helping others. So don't give up. You're supposed to be rich. You're supposed to be wealthy. You're supposed to be seeing the abundance in the material as well as the spiritual. Because I know we feel it in the spiritual. We are truly wealthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. But we are also able to tap into this material world and feel that abundance for ourselves and not just see it, being shared to the NFL players and the people who own the NFL players, you know, and the corruptness that comes with different people and stuff like this. So don't follow the ways of celebrities. Don't follow the ways of, these corrupt heads and people like this. Follow the ways of the Most High, and trust me, the dreams will align. Your business will align. Everything will work out perfectly, but you have to stay patient. On a tough year, on a tough day, on a tough few years, you can't just start cursing the Lord and mocking the Lord and thinking that, oh, this is all happening to me and there's nothing out here for me. This life is negative. The world is negative. No, you're just being tested. You're just being crafted, really. It's not even a test. You're being crafted perfectly so that when you get this goal and when you actually receive this business, you're perfectly ready for it. You're not dealing with surprises you aren't ready for. Everything is happening perfectly in the way that you can handle it. The Lord never puts too much on your shoulders that you can't bear. So trust me, what you have coming is not a burden. It's a perfect alignment that you're able to carry, and you're happy to carry it because you're a divine servant and devotee of the Most High, Yahuwah. Yes, Jah. So I appreciate everybody who's out there being a servant of the Most High. And I appreciate everybody that stuck around and watched this video. Please remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, and have a blessed day and a blessed journey. Keep going. We need people just like you. One love. Ja.